Swipes from Beekman 1802. So I've got lots of scents to go through, but let me bring out my neighbor, the chief milkmaid, Heather Hall. Is that, are you still going by chief milkmaid? I don't know, I feel like,
no.
I feel like that might be.
No, not milkmaiden anymore.
Somebody told me, don't say that. So of course it's the first thing I say.
It's the first thing she says.
Yeah,
right?
But I promise I'm gonna behave myself.
Gotta be careful with this one.
That's it, I'm gonna behave myself.
Vice President of Education and Innovation.
Okay, that sounds.
And chief milkmaiden. I was just promoted.
That sounds like it's on your LinkedIn profile. You're just promoted. All right, there you go. Well, congratulations on being the best clean beauty brand at the network. And that's really the future of skincare, I think.
It is, and we want to say a huge thank you to everybody at home. This brand has grown neighbor by neighbor, and Brett and Josh were here for the award show. They had to go. I was lucky enough to stay in town and hang out with Helen tonight. So really to all of the neighbors and everybody that voted, thank you. We're really honored and really touched.
All right, well, let's go through the scents, and I know we're going to get updates as we go along, starting out with, well, first of all, it's 120 count. Each package has 30. You can use these in your golf bag, your gym bag, your diaper bag, your tote bag. You can put them in your purse. You can, great for the summer. These are, take your makeup off with something from a clean beauty brand that has, that goat milk and that lactic acid that, again, really exfoliates. You're going to love these. This is the lemon, and I'm actually surprised we even have any of these left.
Very surprised, because almost everything lemon is gone. It's kind of the scent of summer.
I'm dressed like a lemon.
I saw your outfit. Well, we got the ponytail memo.
We do. I got the. Well, you know what? You guys gave this to me years and years ago. It has like a little goat on it somewhere, and it was. God, it was so long ago. I don't remember how. I think it was when you first. But I wanted to wear it because I was excited. We were together. So I know you love the lemon.
Yes, it's Meyer's lemon with a little bit of lime leaf and a touch of a white blossom. It's really clean, and I think the best word to describe it is bright.
It's okay, so it's sold out in single shipment.
Okay.
If you go to hsn.com and a different item number, we have a couple in auto ship, so you're right.
So here's how it's going to be the last
So here's it's going to be. Here it is. Actually, thank you for showing that. What is that item number? 826. 686. Thank you, Rob. That's my producer. So we do have some on auto ship on hsn.com, but we're out of single shipment. Honey almond cookie, newest scent.
It smells like an almond biscotti from a refined Italian bakery dipped in amaretto.
I love it. Lilac, that fresh, beautiful lilac.
Pretty self-explanatory and straightforward.
Yes.
A little bit of an extra blossom to that.
Coconut cream is available.
Organic white coconut milk with a little bit of lime leaf and some bergamot.
There's 600 left in that, so that one's getting limited. Mint and eucalyptus, that's one of my favorites, especially in the summer.
There's icy cold. I have to ask, I say this every show and I keep forgetting, what ingredient makes this cold? Because they come out of the package ice cold. Spearmint, basil, and eucalyptus in that.
Some people keep these in the fridge.
It's a great idea for like an eye compress.
Yeah, it just feels so refreshing. And then the lavender, and I know that selecting the correct lavender when this came up was like a huge, big deal.
Yeah, we have a very big research and development team. They get along beautifully. We always agree on everything.
Okay.
The lavender, it's a beautiful French lavender. No, we're very passionate.
Very passionate, for sure. And this is the vanilla absolute.
That smells great. It's Madagascar food grade vanilla mixed with some sandalwood and a little bit of cedar. Very complex fragrance, not your normal vanilla.
300 left.
Not surprised.
Not surprised, yeah. Then the pure goat milk. That's really pure unscented,
completely unscented, all natural. Well, all of them are scented naturally, but this one has absolutely no fragrance.
Okay, and this one is fresh air. I almost had to get out my readers to see that. I was like,
You find this one in fine hotels and resorts.
Oh, okay.
It smells a bit like a vetiver and kind of a lemon lime scent.
Okay, and then the honey grapefruit, which is my favorite scent. I love the honey grapefruit.
You want to describe that one?
Well, it's sweet, but it's also citrusy, and I love grapefruit. It's kind of like unexpected, and especially when you have a clean beauty brand, because I will say other grapefruits kind of have almost like a chemical-y kind of smell. So they really nail this fresh grapefruit. It smells like fresh grapefruit in the morning. It's like amazing.
I love that one as well.
Yeah.
And then honey orange blossom, which happens to be my favorite. Ours are right next to each other. This one smells like that orange grove with that beautiful white blossom just at the front of the season. Kind of a neroli scent, super feminine in the orange blossom.
All right, the item number is 078128. You're getting 120 wipes. So in each package, there's 30 count. And when I say this is a customer pick, I would read all the reviews, but it's only a 2-hour show, so I won't be able to get through half of them. There's 3,150 reviews on hsn.com that make this a customer pick, Heather.
And there's so much to talk about with these. I mean, it feels not fair to call them just a face wipe. I mean, they do so many different things. I'm going to show the size. Do you want to grab the other part of this whole big?
The towel. It's like a throw.
Like we can kind of 6 pounds in weight. That's important because if you are doing any personal hygiene or you're helping somebody, you want to know that you're working with a really substantial material. The texture on them will act as little moisture pockets or pillows that absorb all of the active ingredients. They're made out of something that's called a magic fiber. They're completely biodegradable. We are very, very healthy to the earth. They reseal. And then I'm going to take a new one out because there's 30 treatments and the top towel is as hydrated as the bottom. And I'm just going to squeeze one to show you. That's active ingredient.
Look at that.
So that is mineral-rich waters from upstate New York. That is CoQ10. There's vitamins, minerals, peptides, natural exfoliators. And after squeezing all of that out, this still has enough hydration in it to completely remove a face of makeup.
Yeah, and Suzanne, do you take your makeup off with these?
And I don't even have to tug. It's so gentle. And it's all on the wipe.
All on the wipe. You know, I think that's it, hydrating. Because sometimes these facial wipes are like doused with so much alcohol, they can be really drying, right?
They burn your eyes.
Yeah,
you feel like your face is like shrinking.
Yeah.
And you have to rinse your face afterwards. Oh, here we go.
Here we go. Here's Chase, the removal committee, taking away the ones that are sold out.
It's my last 2 hours. I've been here for 7 days. So this is the last two shows.
You've been here doing shows. Okay, so the last 2 shows. Okay, that makes more sense that we're getting limited and things are selling out. And but what I love is, Pure is our bestseller. Yeah, that's interesting. I think that's everyone. Listen, if this is a great like baby shower gift. You know, those kind of practical gifts, but also are a little bit special. And it's only, you know, $30.95, free shipping and handling. We're doing FlexPay as well, any major credit card. And I'm really excited for you to experience this. If you're used to going to that big box store and buying a crate of face wipes because, you know, you don't want to, and it makes sense to use a face wipe first before you use your cleanser, because otherwise, you know, if you wear makeup like I do, like Heather does, you know, it takes, you know, you're going to get your towels dirty if you do that. It's nice to just wipe it off and then toss it. So you're gonna love this, especially in the summer. I really recommend the mint and eucalyptus because the lemon is gone. So it's like that refreshing. And we just saw like the back of your neck that our model was like doing the back of her neck. And that's like that like kind of cools you off and refreshes you. Maybe you would like, you know what? I would go to the gym before work, but then what am I gonna do? Take a shower at work? This is kind of like a little refresher. You can always like keep it in your tote bag.
And this feels clean.
Feels clean.
It doesn't feel like you're full of chemicals and alcohol. It doesn't feel like you've coated your body in synthetic ingredients. It doesn't feel like you need to go splash with water after using them.
Yes.
They're just a really beautiful, clean rinse experience. Keep them in the car when you're going like back and forth to the gas station. I know a lot of moms have them in the car when the littles get in from school and they're, you know, wiping off the afternoon snack.
And you have several littles. So.
I have, yes, my next generation of littles.
The next generation of littles,
we're expecting a new little. My oldest daughter is pregnant and expecting a baby mid-August, so
like
we're very
excited. The idea that you're a grandmother is like exactly why you need to buy all the skincare.
Oh,
I mean, that is insane.
Well, you know the story for how I ended up back on TV was because my skin, when I turned 50, my skin went bonkers. Like I thought I was going crazy, but it was my skin that went crazy. All of the ingredients that I had always been able to use suddenly didn't work. I was breaking out. I was having rashes. My skin was really super reactive. And I called Brent and Josh because I had been off the air for a year. And I called Brent and Josh and I said, hey, I hear that you've really gone into skincare and I would love to try the brand. They sent me everything and within 2 weeks I was begging for a job. I honestly said, this is so incredible. I would love to come back on TV and tell the story because for me, it changed my skin at 50. I'll be 52 in August. It completely changed my skin.
Yeah. That's pretty amazing. I have to, I know it's my job to start talking now, but when you said you were, I mean, people always say, I can't believe how old you are to me, but
I don't believe she's,
but
no.
you know, the fact that you have 5 grandchildren, like that's incredible. And I really feel like this is the future.
Yes.
The future is, you know, the technology and combined with clean. There's no reason to go into a vat of chemicals.
Not anymore.
You know, and I just love that. So we're gonna go through all the scents one more time and do some updates. Almond honey cookie is the newest scent. How are we doing on this, Rob? We're pretty good there. Lilac, available. We're good. Coconut cream, available. Fewer than 600, that's getting limited in our universe. That's a couple of minutes. Mint and eucalyptus, about 600 as well. That's really low. I mean, we start out with like 5,000 of each of these. Lavender, we're good. And then we've got vanilla absolute, 350. Ooh. That's it. Pure goat milk, I know that's been very, very popular. We did bring in the most quantity in this because it's always the most popular. And then fresh air, how do we had to? We're pretty good there. And then honey grapefruit, available still. And then we also have the orange blossom. So again, jump in. This is all single shipments. So, you know, I don't want to say, oh, this will last this long, this will last this long. There's 30 in each one. You're getting 120. So if you use it every single day, it'll go for 120 days. So, you know, think of it that way.
It depends too, you know, like if you're gonna use them on your kids, on your pets. We talk to a lot of pet owners that get the pure goat milk and they wipe off their puppy's paws.
Oh,
like especially with
yeah.
outdoor allergies.
Right, because they're bringing all that little pollen in on their little paws. Yes.
Moms that are bringing kids home or dads that are bringing kids home from the beach. You know how that sand is so difficult to get off the feet and the fingers and everything?
Right.
I clean my phone case with this. My eyeglasses. I mean, they're completely clean rinsing, and they're one of those products that once you have them, you begin to think, okay, how did I live without them? They're so convenient for removing your makeup and doing quick makeup touch-ups, and they're really, really good for personal care. If you've got a loved one in an assisted living facility that's trying to maintain their independence, get these to them. They'll be very grateful. Yeah,
very, very grateful. And also, like, if you've got someone who has like surgery, I remember my mom had hip replacement surgery. It was like a ginormous production to like shower. This is perfect in that situation to feel refreshed and be in control of when you want to do that, you know.
Yes.
Also in this hour, speaking about healthcare workers and washing